Hi,
I'm Amy.
I'm Laura.
And we are
TwoPaperGirls.
Today we're doing a slightly different video. We're going to talk about all the ways our lives have basically changed since we started doing Booktube. Like, we didn't think of things to begin with. When you actually start thinking about it, you're like, I work differently now.
Yeah, this might not apply to all booktubers, but these ones definitely apply to us. The first one I noticed, which kind of made me think this would be a cool idea for a video, is that authors and publishers start following you on Twitter because you tweet about books more. I mean, we always put our videos on our Twitter pages as well, and because they see you talking about books, they think, oh, maybe they'll read my book if I follow them on Twitter. So that's a weird thing that started happening that didn't happen before.
Did Michael Grant like my video?
Oh yeah, Michael Grant retweeted Amy's review of Messenger of Fear. That was cool.
I have all of Michael Grant's books apart from the later ones in the Berserk series.
Yeah.
That was quite a happy day for me.
Yeah, that was cool.
The next one is that when we go out and haul all our books, so we come back, we can't put them straight into the shelf and admire their beauty. We have to leave them in a pile, in the corner, ready to do a book haul because we'll forget when we bought them. And we just have piles of books just around the room.
Yeah, that need to be filmed for different videos and stuff. So.
Especially in Laura's, you have to dodge the towers. Mine just tend to be put away or hidden out of sight because my room is just like a show house. I can't have piles everywhere, but I want piles everywhere. That's a weird sentence.
The third one, which I think does take a couple of months to happen, is that you get used to the sound of your own voice. Because the first video we edited, we were like, I don't sound like that. And Amy's like, yes, you do. And I'd be like, and Amy'd be like, but I don't sound like that. And I'm like, yes, you do. So now I'm used to editing videos and watching the videos back. I'm like, okay, that's how I talk. Because most people, when they hear themselves, they don't realise that's what they sound like.
I still think I sound like an idiot who talks too high pitch. Especially when I get excited. I'm like, just stop talking.
I know, sometimes I'm just like, Laura, shush, but that's something that definitely happens. Probably to all booktubers eventually.
I think this one's quite obvious, but we read more.
Yeah, definitely.
Because there's pressure, with the, well, it's not pressure, but it's kind of goals with the TBRs and the wrap-ups to actually read what you want. So we actually have something to say on our videos, because sometimes we get to the end of the month and we're like, read 2 books, feel a bit silly now.
That happened to me in December. I read Schizo and one other thing or half of something, but I'm quite a slow reader, and if you go on my Goodreads challenges the past few years, it's been 20-30 books and I've already read 18 this year, partly uni, but like you say, you can't have a booktube channel if you don't read a lot, really, because you don't, like you say, you'll talk about the same books or it'll be boring, so we read a lot more. The next one, this will be different from booktuber to booktuber, but we are now experts at Movie Maker. Because we can't afford expensive editing software.
And we won't understand it.
And we don't understand it.
I have no clue.
Well, I now use iMovie, but for the good first 6 months of our channel, I was using Movie Maker.
Remember that first one we tried to use?
Lightworks. We
downloaded... Our first video was in Lightworks.
And it... my laptop couldn't handle it. It didn't buffer the video, so we had to listen to it because you couldn't watch to know where to do the jump cuts.
It was awful.
Yeah.
And now I have Windows 8, which everyone hates apparently, but I quite like. And Movie Maker works fine.
Yeah, I've got my head around iMovie.
This one's quite a big one for us because when we first started our Booktube channel, we're like, but we're going to be on the internet
forever.
And people are going to be able to see.
Yeah.
So we were quite worried about our appearance. But I have noticed, specifically with mine, because Laura has a hair and it's always perfect fringe and perfect hair. One of my I can't remember which one it was, but I looked absolutely awful.
Aww,
and I looked back and I was like, what did I do that for? Just wash your hair, man, before you filmed. It was terrible.
Oh, my hair is the same every time, but I care less about what I wear. The first few videos I'm very conscious of my outfits, and now I'm just I'll grab my Pokemon t-shirt.
Whatever t-shirt fits, or if you want your new busted vest, just because you feel very excited about it.
The next one, I think, especially applies to me, and that's book buying gets worse. Because when you become a booktuber, you watch more booktube and you're more integrated into the community. Watching more videos means hearing more people talk about more books, and you want all of them. And if everyone's hyping about a book, you want to get it and jump on the bandwagon, and we want to be current and talk about things people care about. So you buy all the books.
Well, if you like Laura, I'm way too poor. And I literally can't, because I £8 And if I have a spare £8, then it just kind of goes.
I'm very frugal. I'm very clever with my book buying. I get a lot of books, but cheaply. Like I bought the entire City of Bones trilogy from the Works for about a tenner. So that's pretty good.
You're just magical. I just go to Wardstones and be like, I want that book, and then I just be like, oh, now the money's gone. But I have the book. This one probably doesn't go for many people because it's quite a weird one. Like, it doesn't go for Laura much because she always had opinions about books. But when I used to read a book, I used to read it and be like, oh, that was good. And then start the next one. I didn't really sit and think, why was it good? I just liked it. And I went, oh, that's alright, wasn't it? And then that was it. There was no like opinion or anything. I didn't understand why it was good. I just enjoyed it and let it go. But now we're on Booktube, I have to think about why it was good. Yeah. And that was a big change for me.
And a link into the book buying one is that you watch videos in a different way. Like, we'll watch people and they'll have words flash up and like special effects and you think, how did they do that? Or you look and you think, oh, they're using a professional light or a professional camera light. You think more about them as a person in a filming environment rather than just being like outside of it all. You think about their camera and what's around them and thinking, how often do they film? When do they film? Like, how do they manage to film so much and stuff like that?
Another one is like when we've come to film, because we have to film, we like getting up a video every couple of days just to keep the channel going. Sometimes we're just not in the mood to film, and that's not because we don't love it, it's just because we might have been having a bad day or a long day or a busy week, but we know we have to film, especially with the TBRs and the wrap-ups when they come at the end of the month.
You have to film them on a specific time.
Yeah.
And at uni we only have like certain days when we're both free because we have different timetables and different like activities we do. So we'll plan like a week before saying, okay, let's film next Tuesday. Then on Tuesday we just don't want to. So we have to like pump ourselves up and make us want to film. So we tend to sing to a song or something, like Send Me On My Way by Rusted Root is like our song.
That gets us going.
So we like sing to that or just do something to make us relax and get in the mood for it. Like once I was just in a really awful mood and I got upset like right before Amy came around for filming and she knew about it. She gave me a hug and she's like, but we have to film. And that's
Don't make me sound horrible.
No, you were just like, we had to.
Yeah, we did.
Because I think we were both busy on the weekends. Yeah. And that's when we filmed the Taylor Swift book tag, which I think is one of our best videos in terms of us being really bubbly and happy.
And it was really fun.
Yeah, it was such a great, so much fun filming that video. But the hour before, I didn't want to film at all. But, so yeah, you have to control your moods a little bit. And our last one, which is very particular to us, being a joint channel, is that the way we spend time together is different now. Like, obviously we see each other at university, but every single time, especially in the holidays, we see each other in a more like casual way. It's always to film. Like, we do the odd shopping trip, but if ever we go around each other's houses, we will film a video or two.
There's no more Doctor Who seen it anymore.
No.
There's none of that.
But that's still really fun though. It's like, we still really enjoy filming and spending time together in that way, but it's just different.
There's no more Animal Crossings.
No, we used to just sit and play Animal Crossings and watch DVDs, and now we're like, let's film 10 videos, and then that's all of our day gone.
Yeah.
But it's fun, I like it.
I like it too. I'm so glad we joined Booktube.
Yeah, we were so nervous to start, but look how much our lives have changed.
So that's how our lives changed when we're on Booktube. If you do Booktube as well, we'd love to know how your lives have changed. And we'll see you in the next video, guys.
Bye.